Thanks for watching this video and checking out what we're doing at Bright World Arts. Many of you may not know all the things we've been doing with Bright World Arts over the last 6 years since we've been going. So I'm going to show you some of those things in this video. And hopefully you'll be moved to contribute, or at least share this knowledge about what we're doing with other people, because there really is so many wonderful things that can be done with the arts. It's a really way to change people, to affect people in so many good ways. So please watch the rest of this video, and please feel free to share these links. So here is our Bright World Arts website. You can visit it at brightworldarts.org. We've been functioning for about 6 years, and some of the projects that we've been doing is, number one, helping really great sacred musicians to be able to come to the United States. One of the first people that we brought was Samrat Hikari, a really wonderful tabla player. Samrat's a really fantastic tabla player, but he was unable to get a visa to come to the United States to play. And we met him and realized this is just a fantastic tradition we want to support. And we're very happy to say that Samrat now has a permanent green card to come to the United States. Another great Indian musician is the Drupad singer Nirmalya. He was in a similar situation. I met him, and he's really one of the most profound singers of the ancient Drupad tradition of Indian music, but he had never been to the United States, so we were able to help him get his visa and also have his tour. And we've also started to do some recordings of some of the ancient Drupad compositions of Indian music that have not been preserved. Another one of our projects is bringing music to places in Fiji. Fiji is a third world country, and they really don't get the opportunity to have many professional, really high quality musicians come there. And of course, because we have a specialty in bringing Indian musicians, we've been able to also have these musicians play all over Fiji. Here we are at an elementary school in Fiji. This past year, we were able to bring Mahesh Vinayakram to play in Fiji. Beautiful. I love that devotional melodies. Yeah. Together diverse cultures. When it comes to the arts, there's really no boundaries. One of the things we'd like to do is do programs where we have music with art and also dance in some occasions. Another thing we've done is to bring music and art into various places of people who can't ordinarily have access to this type of thing. Like we brought some music into a rest home here in Southern California. One of the people on our board, Tom Everett, teaches programs of geometry and motion with kids in education.
Tell me the secret of how you end up teaching geometry with dance. I think it's fascinating. I saw you here doing some rehearsal with kids where they're doing parallel lines and perpendicular lines and expressing with their bodies, which is what it is. It's bodies in motion, right?
Exactly. Somebody said, well, how can you do geometry and dance? In fact, the truth is you can't dance without doing geometry, because the body is a series of lines and angles. And so no matter what I do, I'm always in a geometric configuration. It's always there.
So really, there's no limit to what can be done with the arts. The arts are just a great way to uplift. There's so many great traditions. There's so many wonderful things to do with art. But it really comes down to resources. And there's a limit to resources if you're just, these are not really profit-making ventures, most of these art projects that we've been doing with Bright World Arts. We have to raise the money to do these things. But recently in this last year, we came in contact with a company called Metasoft Systems, and they help nonprofits to raise money. And they have several different programs. They have one program called Foundation Search, where they search over 100,000 U.S. foundations. And they have a very organized thing of where these grants are, what the grants are for, which foundations have them, which foundations are giving them out, who the board of directors are. They have a second program called The Big Online. And this is where they have other funding resources, corporate donors, matching gift programs, in-kind donations, government grant makers. And more importantly, they also have a step-by-step award-winning templates, because you have to know how to write these grants or you're not going to get the money. Proposals of inquiry, etc., etc. And you can actually talk to a person as you're going through this grant writing process. In fact, they also have an education division where you can become a certified fundraising executive. Because really, there's a lot to know about getting this money. There is over $300 billion a year given to nonprofits. But if you just kind of wander around yourself, you're not going to figure it out. You're not going to know where to go, and it's not going to happen. So that's really what we're doing, this Indiegogo fundraising campaign, is to raise the money to get these programs so that Bright World Arts can really do tremendous amount of things with the arts, because there's so much to do in education, in bringing forth unique musical traditions, in various festivals, bringing people to parts of the world that don't have access. There's so much that we want to do, but all of these things cost money. So it's $9,000 to get a 5-year contract with these 3 services for Metasoft Online. So that's really what this fundraising thing is all about. You can see on our website we have some of these wonderful quotes. This is William Bennett, former U.S. Secretary of Education. The arts are an essential element of education. Just like reading, writing, and arithmetic, music, dance, painting, and theater are all keys that unlock profound human understanding and accomplishment. One thing I forgot to mention is that Metasoft Systems is so confident in you getting a grant from them that if you have not gotten a grant using their procedures, within 6 months they will give you a money back. They'll give you all the money back. So our $9,000 invested is not really a risk in terms of us at least getting a grant to happen. Okay. So thanks for taking the time to check out what we're doing with Bright World Arts and our vision to do a whole lot more. And we really feel that with these grant resources, we can go to a whole nother level of doing so many more different types of arts projects. So if you feel moved to contribute, that's great. If you can't contribute, it'd be great just for you to share this. Or you might know someone who might be very happy to contribute. So just, click the links and stay in touch, and we'll have updates on the progress of our fundraising project. Thanks again for listening.